In this one, our domain is the real numbers, and our statement is if x is bigger than or equal to 2 and less than or equal to 3, then x is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 5. This is true. Now, maybe you're having trouble thinking about what this is, or thinking about this. So draw a number line. This is the real numbers. This is the real number line. Okay, let's do this in red. Okay, so we have 2. Let me do this actually with. Okay, so you've got 2 and 3, 1 and 5. So that's all that. Let's do this in blue. So if you're in the red, are you also in the blue? Yes. Yes, you are. So this statement is true. What happens if you pick an x that is not in the red? What happens if you pick an x out here? If you pick an x that's not in the red, then the if part is false and the overall statement is true. If you were to pick an x here, right, then if you're in the red, then you're definitely in the blue. All right, let's try and think about a situation where we can make this statement false. Let's change our interval here from what was it, 2, 3. We'll change it to 0, 6. Again, you could figure this out by drawing the real number line. Let's say this is the red now. And here's our blue. Oops. So remember, now how do we make this false? Remember, this is a conditional statement. Let me give myself a little more room here. This is a conditional statement. Think of this as our P. This is our Q. Remember, P, Q, P implies Q. Right, so if you're in this interval, if you're in this interval between 0 and 6, including 0, including 6, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're in the interval between 1 and 5, including 1 and including 5. Right? Okay, so we need an x that satisfies the P, right? Because we want to show that it's false, a counterexample, showing that it's false there, showing that P implies Q is false. So we want something, an x, that's between 0 and 6, but not between 1 and 5. So let's see, what could we pick? That's right, we could pick 0.5. 0.5 will work. So our counterexample, what you would enter in the box, is 0.5. Now why does that work, right? Because we have true for P, right? x equals 0.5 is between 0 and 6, so we have true there. But x is not between 1 and 5. But x equals 0.5 is not between 1 and 5. So we have false there. So we have a false overall conditional statement, an if-then statement.